Farm Sim was acting goofy this morning, so we're gonna change gears. I'm gonna play Sea of Thieves today. Um, just to give anybody watching a heads up, there is a Twitch drop available for Conan Exiles. I think I'll run that tomorrow, actually, so heads up on that. If you're looking for gloves of the Watchers and leggings of the Watchers, the tunic and the mask of the Watchers. Alright, well, that gives you a heads up of what's coming up next for tomorrow. But I think we're going to run one of our tall tales today. We ran the legendary storyteller last time. Not yesterday, but last time. I think we're going to stick to the safer seas for the tall tales. At least for the Shores of Gold ones. And I'm going to stick with my sloop, because I don't need a big fancy ship just for a tall tale. And a lot of the time, with tall tales, they are scaled to the size of the boat and the size of the crew. If you have a small boat and a small crew, like a single person, they're less difficult than if you had a galleon by yourself, for example. Because a galleon, they expect you to have more players. So, more gunshots going off at the bad guy at once. Things like that. Alright, looks like we're at Port Merrick again, just like we were on the last run. Although that was just fireworks yesterday. But, still a good port to start with. Load up on some supplies here. Looks like we're doing a little fishing. Choose what things to take with us. As far as food goes. Okay, looks like we're still hunting some cannonballs. And that's about it. Maybe a bone collar if we find one. So much for hunting cannonballs. Full. We could still get some specials in, but that's okay. Which tall tale to run? Let's go out to the ship and take a look. Or we could land in the ocean. That works too. Tall tales, tall tales, tall tales. Shores of Gold. Oh, didn't know I had Shroudbreaker still running. Interesting. And Legendary Storyteller? I turned in the stuff. Huh. Well, perhaps we need to turn that in. Pick up the Shroudbreaker, and we will finish that tall tale. I don't know why it wasn't completed when we completed it, but there's the Shroudbreaker. Except it's missing all the stones. Wouldn't you know it?
Brigsy's ghost. I heard all the stories, but to actually hold the Shroudbreaker in my hands, I never thought I'd see the day. Something's wrong. There should be 4 jewels set in the base that grant the Shroudbreaker its power, but they've been removed. Without them, you won't last 5 minutes in that fog. Now let me think. I did hear tell that Captain Brigsy made it to the shores of Gold. If that's true, she might know the whereabouts of these missing stones. Not that she'd ever say. Sometimes, even the best pirates fall victim to their greed or hatred, and it changes them, strips the flesh from their bones, gives them power, but twists them up inside. Brigsy is one such abomination. People call them skeleton lords, and most pirates flee at their approach. Not even the Order of Souls dares challenge them, and rightly so. But you are going to have to hunt one down.
One? This game has us kill a bunch of them.
If you gather any
And they keep coming back.
I'll see they're restored to the Shroudbreaker on your behalf. For now, head to Plunder Outpost and speak with Madame Olivia about Brigsy's whereabouts. Remember, skeleton lords are not to be taken lightly.
Tall Tale complete. Okay, well, that was interesting. We finished that. Didn't realize it was still in progress like that, but there it is. Next time we're over at Ancient Spire, we'll finish off the other one because that's where you turn it in. And let's see about setting up another. Tall Tales, Shores of Gold. See? Completed. Completed. That's where we were just previously. We're going to run Stars of a Thief. And it's not too far away, so we're just going to sail to the location. But we do need to go somewhere to talk to the character to start it. We're going to visit the trader at North Star Seapost to run that one. Alright. You know what? I'm getting a little tired of the white sails though. So I think we are going to decorate the boat. We'll throw on some Tall Tale themed items that I happen to have from previously running it. Let's see if I can find them again. Silent Barnacle, I thought was one of them, but no. Yes, we know, Suds. Come on. Oh no, that's to buy more stuff. Where's your customization thing? There it is. This is the stuff we actually own. Oops. Okay. Oh, the Silver Blade. That was one of the Tall Tale vehicles. What was the other one? Merchant Ambassador is one of my things. Illustrious Legend. Oh, I'm gonna stick to that one then that we picked on. Morningstar was one on that. See, but we picked on the Silver Blade thing from the other, didn't we? think. Yeah, we'll go for the silver blade look then. Mostly because I don't feel like just staring at simple nothingness. Decorations. Oh, Magpie's Wing was a reward from one of the Tall Tales. If you get all the books that I haven't bothered to collect on stream, you get those cannons. And then that we'll leave alone. This one... Trap Maker, but we're going for the Silver Blade look, so we'll stick with that. And since nobody's seeing it, we're just going the Jolly Roger. Arr. Okay. We haven't emptied our pockets, so there's no sense looking in barrels. And now we have a miniature of the Silver Blade. So, before I take off and go places, I'm going to show you where we're headed. It's terribly far away from Port Merrick. Right there. Terribly far. Okay. And it's not a bad look for the ship. I like it. Very simple, elegant set. As I said before, though, the Twitch drops for Sea of Thieves don't seem to be active right now. At least the ones that I can access to offer. But tomorrow I think I'll throw some time into Conan. Unless, of course, Sit-Around's on. Then we might play some Farm Sim, if it's working. And of course, being safer seas, we're on the lookout to acquire our rowboat. So we'll see how well that works out. There's the sea post right there, just off to the right a little. And if you guys can hear my game sound, which I believe you can, you're hearing the clunk clunk noise of the wheel. That means you're going straight. Normally this much wind in the sail would get us a lot more speed than this. I don't know why it's not. Hey, rowboat. On the first try. Guy's like an Olympic swimmer. Just don't go into a shipwreck. Apparently it takes extra time and breath. Yes, yes, we know we need to speak with Suds. Come on, game. Once was enough. Update needed. It doesn't matter, it's a basic rowboat, that's fine. I know, the sloop is low in the draft. Why do we need a rowboat? Well, every now and again, we need some detail work. There we are, at least we have one if we need it. Kind of like storage chests, they're useful. Alright, back to where we were going. The sea post over here. Actually got a little off course somehow, magically. Appears to be a storm brewing north of us. Right? Right. That storm comes this way, it might make star watching a little harder to do. Oh, a little far out. So we may have to take that into consideration here. Whoa, Horsey. And speaking of Horsey, it's what I named my pickup truck. Poor thing is ailing. It's in the shop right now being worked on. And it looks like it may be the end of a lifetime for that truck. Okay, and he's got some things to say, so I'm going to mute while he's talking.
Ecliptic, 23 degrees. So, you had a run-in with the captain, eh? I know all about it. The stars whisper to old suds, they do. They're his best friends, and they keep their secrets. Make no mistake, Captain Briggsy was the smartest pirate on the seas, and Suds was the only one she trusted to read the stars. The only one to have a spyglass as special as hers. And a great warrior should be in a pulse with the serpents soon, I see. So now you're seeking the stones, trying to part the fog and following the captain's footsteps. Take these paper Suds made. Better find that special spyglass too, eh? The captain hid it when she left Suds behind, and now it can't see the stars. Use it to take a peek at Suds's friends. If you're worthy of the captain's treasure, they'll show you where to sail. Be sure to bring them papers back to me, though. And not for keepsies, my dear Queen. between all that chromospheric volatility. So unbecoming. You still here? No correlation with Laniakea.
Okay, well, that was cryptic and weird all at the same time. There we are. Let's go back to the boat. We're going to swim a little because of the storm. Drop anchor for a minute. Boat's pointed east right now. North is, well, a storm. So, that's not going to work too well. Let's see. Maybe we need to get out of the storm. Actually, let's do that. And we found it. Actually, if the storm's coming from the north, we head north and it'll go right by us. Okay, well that's everything but the storm water down there. Out of the storm. Quit following me, storm. I want to see the stars. I think we'll pull in over at that fort over there. You've heard the old saying, any port in a storm. Har 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 har. Quite the typhoon over there. I'm gonna get around that storm. It came down from the north. So we're gonna head north and let the storm go where it will. Out here on the open sea, a little bit away from everything. You endanger monsters, but since I have no treasure on board, the monsters don't seem to come after me much. Same goes for those skelly ships. The skelly ship patrol craft that are on the water all the time, or the ones that pop up out of nowhere. Those are always fun, because they always come up at the worst time when you're carrying the most treasure on the map. But since it's safer seas, I'll always be carrying the most treasure that's on the map, even when I'm carrying none. So this is my idea for coming up here to do my stargazing away from that storm. We're gonna get this out of the way, though. I'm not looking to get blown up. Okay. North Star. More visible at night. But let's take a look in our book here. I can see the island where we left it hidden out of sight. My Captain Briggsy buried it there, right near a solitary hanging lantern. I do miss it. Sail with me. I shook my head. No shores of gold could shine like my friends in the sky. Okay. So, see the island where we left it, hidden out of sight. That usually means that we went right past where we needed to be. We're looking for Rum Runner. See? Right near a solitary hanging lantern. Well, we came up here to get away from the storm. Just to get away from the storm. We've succeeded at that. Storm's going elsewhere. Now I can go places. I'm not after the fort itself. It's not active, and that's not what we're up to today, so we're in good shape. There we are. Get a little speed out of her. And Rum Runner's right there. We don't have to worry about going very far, very fast. Solitary hanging lantern. Looks like a couple skelly bones sitting on the shores. Basic skellies, nothing to worry about, and then there's that guy. Yeah, you. Take a chunk out of me, I take a chunk out of you. Okay. That's the benefit of safer seas. You don't have to worry too much about where you put things on the ship. But, oh yeah, and that's one of the books for the Tall Tale. See how his spyglass there is, well, guess what? No, is pointed east. He said north. And he also said that they buried it near a hanging lantern. So this is not the spot. Just to clarify that. This key goes to something as a side quest goes. That's that Ashen character that we just murdered. Or re-murdered. Whatever you want to call him. Let's stick that there for a minute. Solitary hanging lantern. Either that or I got the wrong island. And it's behind me. One or the other. Well, not behind me, but in front of Suds, which would put it south. Hanging lantern, not a sitting lantern. She's gonna be hanging on a tree or something. Solitary hanging lantern. Alright, we got us another ancient chest to work with. Interesting notion that these pirates come up with ancient chests instead of just regular treasure chests. But this is a tall tale item, so that's why. Take this back aboard here. Take Suds ancient spyglass. Ancient spyglass, not just a spyglass, but an ancient one. Okay, and north is that way. Now the North Star is typically one of the bigger, brighter ones. See, and it reveals the constellations as characters. Keep looking around. You'll find other spots. See? How about that? Pretty neat, huh? So we need north. And so the North Star includes Old Mother, which is the octopus, or in this case, the Kraken. Looks at that. Alright. And then the book. Talks about all the different constellations. All the different constellations visible from the Sea of Thieves. Great Kraken, Old Mother, chained by ancients. Sea Queen's Promise. This looks like Castaway Isle. Just beyond the point the price fell. Castaway Isle? Well, let's go to Castaway. Where did I lose Castaway? Oh, it's out here to the west. Wasn't it? No? Am I just crazy? Those are one of the smaller ones out here. Oh, there it is. Southeast of us. Ooh. A touch bit of distance, but that's alright. Dealing with North Star for the minute. Okay, So we're here. We need to go down there. Go right past Reaper's hideout. Now, on high seas, that would be a dangerous notion to begin with because the Reapers turn in all their goods there. And yours too. Something to remember. So we want to go pretty much straight from where we are. But before we take off for that little adventure, deal with him. Deal with him. Reload. And we're going to take a look at this stash. The very western, southwestern sort of tip of the island, south of the rocks. And there's something else of interest way over there. Whoops. That wasn't the idea. Way over there. That looks like one of those staffs, though. But I'm not interested in the boom boxes right now. Not got a fight to worry about right this minute. I'm running one tall tale per stream on these. Just simply because they do take quite a bit of time. Yeah, that's one of those staffs. Well, the staffs you can actually use or you can turn in for money. So we're gonna take and set it there so we can find it again. Western side of the island. South of the rocks. And that would have been his guards. Okay. Okay. Shark. Not that I'm afraid of the shark. Shark's good eating. Where'd you go, Mr. Shark? That's where I have an issue with sharks, is you can't always tell where they went. The fact that we can jump means it's too shallow for Mr. Shark. And we got past Mr. Shark. Leave that there for the minute. I'm just gonna get this out of my way. Throw it down here. And that's a little ways away. Don't think I have that kind of range. But we're not playing with Mr. Shark. Captain? Ashen Guardian and a captain on the same island? They love their side quests, I'll tell you that. And it's funny because the sharks go away when you go back to the ship. There. Finally. Now we have our ashen chest on board. Something else to put things in, maybe. No gold in there, but there's trinkets. And they're worth gold. Where'd Capitan get off to? There he is. Not dealing with him with that sitting there. He didn't take any damage from it, so he's happy. Momentarily. Hello, Captain. The only captain on these seas is me, pal. You're going down. Nobody invited you. Get out of here, ghost. Are you blasting Taco Bell? Yeah. I don't know what's going on between the Taco Bell app and their delivery company being DoorDash, but something went wrong the other night. It took 5 hours to get the order. Meantime, we ordered from Burger King. This is the part where Taco Bell says, ouch. Because I'm a little upset with them. Burger King. Okay. That puts those two heads in the... And he has a side quest for us. Same island. Center pathway. To the southwest. Well, that'd be down here too. We're in the neighborhood, why not? And a ghost and a pig and all kinds of things on this island. Hello, ghosty. Smack. You're toast. Give me gold. Thank you, ghosty. Ammo pouch helps too. This would be the path they're talking about, I believe. On the eastern portion of it. Gonna be over this way. Come out where I can see you, skelly bones. Ah, crushed. Ah, look at that. Storage crate. Wasn't I just saying how useful those would be? I was, wasn't I? Interesting. We're gonna take this downstairs. Get that out of there. Pork chop. Not take, put. There you go. And put in there. We'll give that a moment to cook. We'll have something to eat or something to sell depending on our mood later. No, mushrooms are a fungus, not a spice. Lots of cooking on her game, just a bit on mine. No flavor, just the meat. Arr, arr, arr. There we go. Pardon. But a mean way to kill somebody. Zap, 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 zap. Probably about the most painful way for a skeleton to go. But enough of this island. I think we're done here. Yep. Let's head south by southeast. And hopefully we continue to avoid that storm again. Of course we're going dead against the wind, naturally. Looks like Castaway Isle, just beyond the point the price fell. What's the name of this? Sea Queen's Promise. You know what? I still have that guide available to me. I think what I'm gonna do is take and look into that again, so that we can do this efficiently. Keep an eye on our compass so we don't get off course too far. Let that load while we're sailing. There we are. Okay. So Sea Queen's Promise, if you're looking at the guide, that's one of the sections. And it'll give you an idea where to go. Lost Tanai, there's several parts to that one. Surprising, no rock in the way. Well, let's make sure we're still on course for where we're going. Yes, give or take an ounce. What else? That's the only two we've got. Just beyond the point the prize fell. Between those two constellations. So when we get to Castaway Island, we find the mermaid and it looks like a boar. And we go from there. That storm is going to be a constant reminder that it's out there. That it wants us to come play in it. So, if you're new to the game, run around your ship, turn off all the lights. Then, if you go into a storm with all the lights off, at least on Xbox anyway, and I think on PC, you get an achievement. PlayStation, I understand they call them trophies? I don't play PlayStation, so I don't know. But I believe there may be a trophy for that. So now, if the storm comes up and I didn't already have that achievement, I would get it. Simple as that. And it's one of the easiest achievements to get on the game. Besides sailing, I think your first 5 nautical miles or something like that. I mean, that's like a lap around the Sea of Thieves. Surprising, I have treasure on board, no monsters and no skelly ships and nothing. But at least our island's coming up. I've had some tall tales interrupted by skelly ships and monsters and everything else under the sun. It looks like that's another Ashen Guardian. Ooh, we're getting lucky on those guys. Too bad it couldn't be an ancient skelly instead. That would have been nice. They don't wait, they just open fire on us. Pistolers. And down you go. And his notes. Not that it's involved with the quest or anything, but on the west beach, south of the rocks by a bit. Rocks, south by a bit. For 1 discount on Skellies. There we are. We'll come around here. I'm just gonna take and unlock that. Open it up and see that it's got all kinds of stuff already in it. Except this time it's got a gold pouch where I can put the Ashen King skull and take that back to the ship. And that Storm is going to be a constant friend today. Not much of a friend, is he? Okay, Storm. I'll drop the anchor. Now, we're looking for just beyond the point the prize fell. And that's between those two constellations. Somewhere near the island here. Mermaid and the Boar. So, despite the storm, and I'll look dead into the storm. See, the constellations still show through. That's not it, is it? No? It's a snake. That looks like Shroudbreaker itself, or the Ancient, or something else. Looks like a campfire there. That's what that was, I think. I can't tell, it's raining too hard. It's faded. And of course more skelly bones come up. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait out the storm. We'll just lay down in our waterbed for the minute. Snore away merrily. Alright, let's see if the storm's over yet. Why is it coming up with the voice thing on the game? Did it? It dropped me from the party. There. Now I can tell what's going on. Nope. Xbox. Enough said. So we're just gonna constantly deal with this dang storm. Crab. It just looks like a cube. Oh, it's a scarab. There's our friend Brucey the shark. is with this storm? Go away, storm. I don't need you on me right now. Cats. It makes it impossible to do this. And then sunset on top of it all. Makes for a beautiful sunset, though. Look at that. The island and the whole bit. That is something else. Also makes it dangerous for those skellies with the bombs. Sorry, pirate. That wasn't me. That was the storm. Yeah, see? Bye-bye, bomber. And you could take your little snake with you. Back to the nether reaches where you came from. Okay, this is getting silly. I'll wait out the storm. A splash tail in a storm, right? Because I didn't put any bait on the line. That's why. Don't have any bait on me. Yeesh. So if you come in here to your inventory, earthworms are good for wreckers, wild splashes, and plentifins. So if you're actually after some fish, and those guys go for battle gills and devilfish, which I'm not after. I'm after leeches. Also after this rotten storm to go away. Let's see what we can do here. It's a crab. It looks like a stick figure. Warrior. No idea, because the storm's still up. Oh, fish. Not a shark, but a fish. There's Old Mother again. That's a North Star. In there. No, there's the boar. That was one of the things we were looking for, was the boar. And that would be the mermaid. And the water down here. I don't know. Let's take another look at that book. Just beyond the point the price fell. Now, take a close look at that. That says, this looks like Castaway Isle. Shows a dotted line to 2 other islands. That's all the clue they give. That way. Well, that's Shipwreck Bay. Up there. That's the Arena Island. Arena Tavern Island. I don't know what else to call it. Center of the map isle. Something like that. That's Frozen Birds in the sky up there. Huh? Hey, guys, fix it. Is that on my list?
Did you say frozen birds in the sky?
Yes. Like they're supposed to be moving and they're not? See? Dead center? 2 little specks. If you know what to look for.
Yeah, 'cause I ain't seen nothing.
Oh, Spectre characters. Get lost. Ghost. Didn't ask you. Get out of here, Spectre. Go back to your fort. Because that's Shipwreck Bay. There's the boar. There's the mermaid. Okay. that's not in the guide as one of the destinations. You know what the book, what the guide goes for? Isle of Last Words. Is that what I'm seeing? Not Shipwreck Bay? I can live with that. Okay, so here we are down here. It's pointing us up this way. There. I thought I was seeing this, and I'm not. Well, I am seeing it, but apparently I'm seeing the wrong thing. It's beyond that. Okay. Let's go, what, northeast? Yep. I'll put some mileage on this barge. And hopefully we'll get out of that storm for the final time today. And I'm seeing ship sails on the horizon surrounded by that storm. Good. Take care of the Skelly storm. Murder 'em gently. Only sink 'em completely. Don't ask. It's a Skelly ship. The storm can sink 'em. I have no problem with that. Because what I could see in the distance is Crooked Mast and Shipwreck Bay. They're saying the destination is neither of those. They're saying Isle of Last Words. Interesting. Well, I have a fish to cook, so we'll get there. Apparently a snake to go with it. This ought to finish quick. There we are. So, for cooking fish, watch the whites of the eyes. See how it went blank? Now you know it's cooked. If it goes too dark, it burns. And the same goes for the snake. You gotta watch the coloring. Have to adjust course to the north a little bit. Also, if you notice the steam plume comes off, it kind of disappears just before it starts to burn. Fish. No, upstairs, you goof. Turn a bit to the north. There's Isle of Last Words, right up there behind those rocks. what I was seeing with Shipwreck Bay. That's a whole different thing. There's our northern star again. That's how they used to navigate way back when. It was by the stars. Which I'm glad they put this tall sail in. I could totally have expanded on this. Of course, they run a stead sail. Anything to slow your gameplay down. Just as soon as we're inside those rocks, then I'll pull the sails a bit more. All right. Three, two, one, pull 'em. Now the guide says west of the island. Be that way. And out of all that, the snake gets me. Rotten snake. Now where did I lose that key? Grab the stupid skull, not the key. Shoot. Okay. take a little gold. Throw the star jewel in there. And then get away from the island a little bit. I thought I'd seen the key from the water. There it is. See, he dropped it right down here. Ha! Got it. Close that up for a minute. Past the snake. Strike someone else, snake. In the afterlife. Ha ha ha. And a bomber skeleton. How nice. That's right, Bonehead. You're totaled. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Wait, you know what? I'm going to take that star jewel out of there. Close that up. Now I got a side quest here. Just like we've had on the previous two islands. The north side this time. Hit him before he hits me. Snake. Okay, this is the north side of the island here. Any identifiers? In with the trees. I'm thinking here. I'm right again. Nobody else home? Nobody else coming to say hi? Bomber. I'm getting tired of the bombers. Get out of here, bomber. Now, just go fishing like Crocodile Dundee with dynamite. Needs key. Key's on the ship. Another key. More stuff. Minor treasures compared to some, but better than others. Okay, now, what's the deal with the Star Jewel? What's the other half of the quest? Sea Queen's promise is done. Let's get that off the guide. What else have we got listed? So everything else is down south as far as options go for where we're headed next. Let's see what the book has to say for itself. Lost an Eye. I once found this song verse amongst the captain's things. When I asked her about it, she told me she had spent time trying to decipher it, but her spyglass broke before she could. How unfortunate. I recall an island matching the song's description in One Eye's direction, far from my seapost. His eye fell to rings of land and water, landed with One Eye's daughter. I'll hide it here in depths below and keep my back to rival in the sky. Rings of land and water. That's simple enough. Sharkbait Cove. Sharkbait, hoo-ha. So, sounds like we're headed for Sharkbait Cove. Let's see what the guide has to say for itself on that score. In the center of the island, underwater, head to the east side of the main statue to find it. Well, let's head for Sharkbait Cove, southwest of here. And we'll go from that. Now, what else does the book say, though? His eye fell to rings of land and water, landed with One Eye's daughter. I'll hide it here in depths below and keep my back to rival sky. Okay. The Isle of the Singer is a good place to start. You know, there's more critters trying to kill us again. There, now we can read in peace. The Isle of the Singer is a good place to start. Glimmer led the ancients to new land. He won't fail me either. Stone face in a tunnel beneath the waves on an island I've not seen on any map. What secrets do you hold? That doesn't make much sense to me. But then, that's why I have a guide. Okay. Well, let's take care of Sharkbait Cove. Right after we murder some more skellies that are making noise out there. They're annoying me. Oh. Ashen Guardian fighting with those guys. You guys are just mean about things. Guardian's notes, his gold. Take his key back to the ship. That's another Ashen Guardian found. I'm not gonna cry about it, it's more treasure. North side, a little further west this time. Did need the ammo. So there's one more of those guys around. Split, no more green. Here. Nope. Maybe this green. Swing first, ask Bonehead second. Okay, well, they apparently want us to have some treasure to work with, along with our tall tale. So they're making sure that we get something worthy of being robbed of. Oh, that would be something to do. Is a check on my chat. I haven't done that in a little bit. Yeah, let's take a look. Get out of the Twitch drop page and go back to my channel. Let's see what we've got cooking, if anything. Doesn't look like anybody's put any messages in the chat. But at least I have it up now. So 4 ashen chests. You know, I think they want us to have some fun collecting treasures. Okay, so that's just goblet stuff. That's all going to Gold Hoarder. Put that over there. This one's all Skelly Skulls. That one's Gold Hoarder. And that one's a mixture thereof. Another treasure chest up here. Skelly Skulls. Let's head south. I'm done with this island. Stick around here long enough and guess what? More skellies pop up. Big surprise. Same goes for most islands nowadays. Seems... But if you're looking for an adventure where you don't have to worry about players that just want to sink people for the fun of it, because that's all they know how to do, they're good at it. I'll give them that. They are good at it. But we need to be headed southwest, though. I rest my case. Skelly ship. Well, I hit them several times. Where'd they find a cannoner so quick? They're trying to break my boat. What's the matter, old boy? Can't keep up anymore? Haha, you can't keep up. You're too full of water. And mine's not. Oh, they damaged my mast. If you think you can keep up, mister, I'm gonna sink. I think he's got more crew than just two, which is nowhere near fair. But I'm leaving him in the dust. How far off course are we now? Pretty much on course. I think we're gonna drop in on Plunder Outpost. And keep our weathered eye on this guy. I could totally stop and sink him. I just don't feel like it right now. You quite done following me yet? I think it sank. No? Maybe? He sunk. Nope, he's up and running again. How did he get the water out so quick? Yeah, you gotta navigate a rock there, pally. I'm down and gone. Oh, he's playing sniper ball. Nice try. Flaming magic for him to get that close. He thinks it's fun to play sniper ball. I just leave you in the distance. How about that? Really? Skelly ship and a Megalodon? With a storm nearby? I'm already a pirate legend. I've been there and done that. This is insanity. Go away, big fish. I ain't interested. There's the fog from the Fort of the Damned. Come on. I knew it. They put treasure on my ship, or they gave me treasure to put on the ship, and the monsters come out of nowhere. Isn't that amazing? But this guy doesn't attack unless you attack him. I'm not too overly concerned. We're just going to continue sailing southwest and move on. That's the seapost over here. It's stuff and spoils. Our fishy friend is going to back off for a minute, because he doesn't want to go too close to the hunter's call. I've noticed. We're gonna drop off all that treasure and get it off the ship. Tired of carrying it. Maybe the monsters will back off. If we get out of range of the fish, like we did the ship, they go away. Because they only have certain areas that they hunt in, shall we say. Not worrying about a sunken ship or whatever that may have been there. There's our fishy friend back again. They're trying to bait me to shoot at him. He crashed into me, but didn't do any damage, so I'm not worrying about it. Threw me a little off course, though. And see, the Skelly ship I'll shoot at because it shoots first. If you don't. It doesn't matter what you do, they're going to continue to shoot at you until they sink you. Fish, on the other hand, I just label my friend. And he's gone again because we're too close to the island. I don't have to worry about a Megalodon. Unless, of course, they reprogram the Megalodon. Then I might worry about Yeah, getting a little closer now when to the island. We're gonna scrape. See? Every time. Get caught up on this place every single time. I haven't taken enough damage, so I had to damage the ship. See? Well, I had planned to pull into the dock, but that's just not my fate right this second. I'm not going to worry too much about it. That's a mixture. That's solid. That's a mixture. Well, you come out of there. Go up there. You can go over there. And that's got mission quest item as well as 2 skulls. So let's take our star jewel out, put the Ashen Bounty skull in. Now somehow magically we're off the coast. A little further. And being that it's not high seas, I can't do anything with the sovereigns because they take that away if you're not a captained ship. Meaning it's more valuable to play in high seas, no matter what you call it. This is the reality. If you're after treasure, it's high seas or nothing. Or do this the old-fashioned way. And again with the storm, because we can't have a game on Sea of Thieves without the storm. Even though I've been through the storm twice today, that was enough the first time. Let alone the second time. And the robot wigs out. You guys are seeing the jitterbugging. It's one of those silent scammers. We do this the old-fashioned way. One thing at a time. Did I put the anchor down? I did, didn't I? Yep, okay. Nothing left. Good. Put that back down here. Why I need to fight with a storm again, I will never know, but here it is again. And over our quest. this is a very pretty island. Today it's just kind of stormy. Empty, empty. I'm keeping the box for the time being. So we've dealt with sharks, megalodons, skelly ships, and 3 storms. Well, 3 run-ins with the same storm, it seems, because it seems to be following wherever we go. Oh, actually, we'll just throw this down here as well. And no worries, you will not sink from strong water. Much as some of the seasoned veterans will want you to believe that, they'll have you bucketing water constantly. It's just not true. Okay, there's something for the gold hoarder in there now. Keeping the ancient chest 280. Nothing for you. You know what? I've got lots of those chests. I wonder if I shouldn't sell off a few. I'll hold on to them. Come on, Sea of Thieves. I'm running the sloop, not Noah's Ark. Haha, Sharky, you missed me. Knew he'd come around. Nothing there for you. Maybe money skulls. Okay, well, that encompassed the nighttime and the storm all in one shot. We're gonna keep our treasure boxes for the time being. It gets dark so you can't see well.
So it's not like all inside.
No, it's not Minecraft. Okay. Yeah, this storm is just getting silly. Figure out which way it's going. I wonder. The thickest part of the storm is right where we're headed, naturally. So I'm just gonna wait it out. We seem to be on the outer edge of it. Okay, now that's weird. The Xbox party disconnected again. It didn't even tell me it had. Whereas I have other days where I can run the party all day long. Oh well, this one has a little speech bubble up there telling me that the microphone's working one way or another. So I'm okay with that. Well, this is terribly unexciting, isn't it? Well, I'm not terribly excited to go into the storm further. So I'm wondering if my guide says anything about the weather. Still not much of anybody that's commented on the stream, so I can't tell if anybody's watching or not. If you are, please have a say. thought there was something on here for that. Maybe not. I'll just wait for that storm to leave the area we're headed for, because I don't really want to worry about it. No, I guess not. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I thought this map included the storm. I guess not. But literally, that storm is sitting over Sharkbait Cove, right where we need to go. That's just a little bit annoying. I don't mind sailing through a storm once in a while, but 3 in the same voyage is getting a little crazy. And I'm gonna go into it on purpose? And into the fray we go. Well, I'm gonna head south by southwest and skirt the storm. See if I can manage to stay out of it. I doubt it, because this thing is programmed to send the storm after me, since I didn't sink their skelly ship and I didn't kill their shark. They're mad at me, so they send the storm. But if that is actually true or not, I don't know for definite. Programmers are programmers. They can do what they like with their weather. It's a little annoying when you're on the tall tale to have to deal with a storm all the time. In a part of the map that usually doesn't have the storm last this long. But I'll run down here to Lookout Point and then head west. Couple of skelly bones on that island too. I'm not worried about them.
Wait, and you for killing?
For not killing their monsters. Because this is the third time that storm has crossed my path, and it should have been further east by now. Out of my tall tale area.
If they were connected at all, I'd say your game that my game
They're not. That's a little hard to do when I'm sailing a ship. huh? Oh. Now it looks like the storm is headed back toward the north. Interesting. I've had other times where this entire tall tale ran without a single storm issue. This time's just not that lucky. But we're going to take a park down here at the south end of the cove. The south end of the island, rather. So, you saw how multiple things came after me earlier with a storm nearby and the whole bit. That happened when I was on my last voyage to become Pirate Legend. I had 2 chests of sorrows, which are those crying chests that put water all over your boat. What else? I had a Megalodon attack. I had the Skelly ship at the same time. And in a storm at night. You want difficult, that was difficult. But that's what makes legendary stories. At least that storm is headed west. Northwest. Now the guide says the central island. Let's take a look at that. In the center of the island, underwater, head to the east side of the main statue to find it. So not yet at the east statue. That would be the statue that they refer to. And we're at least near the east side of it. Jump in the water down here. See what we can dig up. A little deeper than you were expecting, isn't it? So, Merrick was one of the members of the Hunter's Call. And at one point, he was working on things and ended up getting lost.
Monday or Tuesday?
Tuesday. Yesterday was a holiday.
So that would be why the garbage man's out. Did you bother putting out the cans?
No, I completely spaced it. It's at the east side. Let's try over here as well. Ha! They lie. It's on the west side of it. And that's a tall tail checkpoint. I know this isn't the way we came in, but went to the coast and follow that along. I think my ship's this way. Apparently not. What's doing, Sammy Cat? Okay, where did I park that thing? It was over this way. There she is. Alright, and if you happen to hear a game show in the background, she's got her game shows on for lunchtime. And she's Twitches on stream as well as runs the videos on YouTube. Kind of like I do, except she actually edits hers.
Yeah, well, I still gotta figure out how to get the editing program back on my computer.
Okay, I think last piece of the puzzle. The Isle of the Singer is a good place to start. Glimmer led the ancients to new land. He won't fail me either. Glimmer is the goldfish? Hmm.
Say hello to Daddy Stream.
Now he shuts up. You goofy cat. Come here, goofy cat. Stop to pet the kitty cat. Okay, kitty cat. Okay. That took care of that piece of this puzzle. Let's go back to our guide. Takes care of those. Question is, where is that ancient temple that we need to put the stones into? Because the stones go into the eyes of a statue in a temple, and it's a matter of which one. Of course, we're gonna get those ghostly creatures that decide. Yeah, the phantoms. Old Disney creation. Disney creation. Get lost, Phantom. Yeah, the last one had gold. Okay. Isle of the Singer. And then Glimmer led the ancient city land. He won't fail me either. Ah, there it is. Stone face in a tunnel beneath the waves on an island I've not seen on any map. What secrets do you hold? Bingo. We're headed back to the island where the Tall Tales all began, essentially. The unmarked island. Okay. And 13. So, back to the northeast. Right past that ship we left behind, because unless it despawned, it's still there. Seafort. Some of the secrets these islands hold. Stories not yet told. Then things that pop up in the night. Never know where they're going to come from or what makes their light. That looks like a shipwreck. There's that lousy storm. It's off to the west a bit. Renown. Oh, shipwreck discovery. Okay. I'll live with that. And we built some renown and gotten some ancient coins. Next one up's a thing of doubloons. And then I get the Wild Rose music box. Okay. Shipwreck discovered but not investigated. It's not what I'm up to today. I think if I limit how much treasure I have on board, it'll make a difference. And again, we're out on the open waves where they could throw monsters and skelly ships and stuff at me. Kind of the nature of the beast. Nice, bright, sunshiny day. For the most part. going too far north that way. No, not even. Well, with this course, I may end up at Crook's Hollow, in which case it's just a little bit northeast of that. Good old Ruby Splashtail. Good eating. This one's got some fight in him. Come on, little fishy. Come here. So it's not recommended to fish where you're pulling them in while they're still fighting, but instead to wait for the line to go slack. However, I didn't do that this time, as I've become something of a master at the fine art of reeling them in as I go. I'm considering selling the fish that I've got on board. But to be honest, I think I could do that back at the North Star Sea Post when I'm all done with the tall tail. Because that's where you turn in this tall tail. Okay. A little bit north of Stephen Spoils now. Keep on course. We should see the island coming up soon. Probably just past the fog of the Fort of the Damned. Right around where we picked up that skelly ship on the way south. Because there's Crook's Hollow there. There's our island in the distance. Unseen and uncharted. Which is kind of funny because it's right there in the middle of everything, in the middle of nowhere. No. The island ahead of us with short trees. You can't even see it. Oh, that. That. Looks like a wave right now. There's a bunch of trees. And a little bit of land. Because you have a weird imagination. It's not a whale. It's not a whale. It's not a whale. So being that I need to take both Jules down there to the cave under that island, I'm going to leave them in that box I've got and just take the box. Makes sense, right? Me? Them. She's making comment on something altogether separate from what I'm doing. Okay, now you're wondering, Darth, why are you so far off the coast? There's nothing in the water. Wrong. Look closer. A nice juicy sandbar to crash into. This place is riddled with them.
My book, sandbars get you to be near Amazon women
Well,
that want to kill you.
we're not after Amazon women that want to kill us. We're after an underwater cave. As long as we don't get eaten by a shark first. But we're gonna go ashore in a second here, get some air.
Now you say hello. What, hug? Well, if you want hug, you've got to.
There it is. Just like I figured it would be. Okay. Here we are. And there's our statue. Pick up unsolved star charts. Pages added to the tall tale. And the Merrick Journal. A tear of the sun fell down to land and lit the way for man to sail. Even the warmonger was brought to peace. He was taught more than war by iron shell. The courtier danced in new light as glimmers showed man the way. The oldest creature watched them at play as the queen bided her time. Hmm. crab token. Okay. Now we have a crab token, or totem. Well, the crab totem actually goes right here. Somewhere. Aha! Here, grab my box. Now, does that look a little familiar? Yeah, it's another puzzle room where you get wet. And you get a prize at the end. But I gotta figure out my clues before I go into that. And just to add to the suspense, I'm gonna mute and go get some lunch. And let's see. And if anybody has the answer before I do, well, put it in the chat if you would. Help me out. And I'll be back in a moment. Okay. Well, lunch was interesting, but quick. Let's see something. Chair of the Sun, I'm still not sure. Unless that's just fire coming down. Which there's like a campfire, so that would make sense. Lit the way for man to sail, that's gotta be the rowboat. The warmonger is the warrior. And he was taught more than war by Ironshell, which is the scarab. Well, let's find out if I'm right. Wait, I better make sure I'm right, because this thing doesn't let you redo it if you mess it up. Fire, rowboat. Warrior, and the scarab. And the second puzzle is going to be the courtier danced in a new light. Well, the courtier, if you look back through the book here, come on, play nice. There we are. The courtier is the crab. Because the crab loves the sea queen, which is the mermaid-looking character. Courtier danced in a new light as Glimmer, which is the fish, showed man the way. The oldest creature is in here. Where'd it go? Sleeping bear? Wise old judge, all respect her. What other ancient creatures do we have going? Courting was a crab thing. The sea queen is, the sea queen is the queen. That much is for sure. That's the mermaid. Or as you learn further into the storyline, a siren. I think the ancient one is the Great Kraken, Old Mother. Let me see if that makes sense. As Glimmer showed man the way, the oldest creature watched them at play as the queen bided her time. Kraken's always watching us from below the waves, and then it pops out when you least expect him to.
It's related to HG.
What?
It's related to HG.
Something like that. So I think the third thing is the Kraken. Okay. That's 2 puzzles. I see 3 tokens. That was just getting us here. What's the 3rd puzzle? There's no 3rd puzzle. I don't know. We messed this up. It's late in the storyline. There's not much I can do about it. Okay, we had fire. Change this to the rowboat. This one changes to warrior. And this one changes to the scarab. If I've done my homework right, this will move to the next puzzle. And it did. Next puzzle is the crab. Fish. Kraken. Which is not here. What? Okay, maybe the boar? And... mermaid. Did I read it wrong? The boar? No. Now we get more water coming in. Yikes. Fish turtle races land's oldest creature. Ah, turtle. Okay, so we didn't have to collect coins this time, like we did on the Shroudbreaker itself. And we get our Indiana Jones moment after all. Of 1 jewel. And the door opens up. Because that locked us in previously. And no, you can't recover the eyes. Wouldn't that be nice? A little spittle and there we are. Okay. Now all we gotta do is go back to the North Star Sea Post and survive getting there. Because our boat is way out there. And the rowboat glitched, remember? And of course there's gonna be a shark in the water, just watch. He'll hit us from behind before showing himself. No? Maybe not. Maybe we've seen enough shark attacks for the day. Huh. Take that, Sharky. Pardon me. Oh, see? I told you they were there. Get lost, you rotten fish. Take one on the nose. And to you. Still out there, Mr. Shark? Or did you take off? Gone like the wind. Good. No more shark. Wait. Anchor's up. Okay. Just need to head west. And hope for 2 cents worth of wind. And a skelly fort came up. Maybe we'll do that real quick while we're still on the stream. I don't know. I haven't decided. Those are kind of fun. Little annoying, but kind of fun. Unless something wild comes up, we're in good shape. Okay, let's check our map. Make sure my navs are correct. Nope, we need to go north, west. Hard right. Right toward that skull. Isn't that amazing? That's not encouraging us to take the world of End now, is it? just past Reapers, we'll turn due north and go from there. Again, remember in High Seas, Reaper's Hideout is a bad neighborhood to hang out unless you're one of them. And it would seem that the Reapers have some new storyline to tell as well soon, from the sounds of things. I would have thought that would have been built more out of the wrecks of ships or something. Oops. Found it. Now see, I clicked the button to get the sail and it didn't click. So instead we crash and smash. Thanks a lot, Reaper's Hideout. No pleasant memories on this place. Whoop, nope. No, wrong thing. Was something on their side island. There was something just now right here. Thought I saw something. Apparently not. Ornate carafe. Okay. Nothing else much here. Interesting. Anything else to this island? I think there's crashed out rowboat and a few other things here, but they could have built up the Reapers area even bigger than they did. Other Merrick's journals.
Oh no!
Never gonna break you up. Okay. Yeah. just did the title Merrick rolled. I don't get it. That's a good one. I guess I missed that journal previously because I hadn't seen it yet. This island. Not much on it. Nothing of real value here. Just a little spittle of land. Wow, fresh rowboat. Let's take care of that other rowboat. Nope. Can't even take this stuff out of there. Goodbye, rowboat. This one's at least functional. Has some stuff in it. So I don't know the story behind all the rowboats having glitches like that, but it's not the first time it's done it. Do you know what I mean? And it's getting a little old. They need to fix their rowboats. Let's get out of here before we crash into something else. Oh wait, treasure. Shoot. And no, I had not previously seen that journal. You saw it say as much. Of course, I don't hang around Reapers very often. Not my playstyle. That sounds like it hit something wood. Probably a sunken ship around here annoying these pirates. That's what they know how to do. Just chase someone else's loot and sink people. And sell someone else's goods. Not even their own stuff. Except for what's known as a Reaper Runner. Those guys are those guys. They kinda do their own thing. And the Reaper's flags, but not the Reaper's activity. miss a turn? Yep, okay, now we're on course. North by northwest. Just close to things so that we don't get run into critters. And there's a skelly ship on the waves, just patrolling. Don't want to run afoul of them too much if I can help it. The skelly fort went away, darn it. I wasn't quick enough. Those things are timed. It's okay. I'll live with it. Yeah, I was trying to avoid that. I just couldn't resist putting another hole in this poor ship. Somebody crashed a rowboat weirdly on there. But it wasn't me. Alright. Let's get this thing taken care of and sell off some fish and things. Go from that.
No, where suds leave those ephemeris charts? Oh, it's you! My spyglass. Oh, a fine keepsake. I'll pass along that pretty gem of yours in return. The old suds won't forget. Doesn't want the glowing eyes man angry at him. Oh, no, no, no. So many secret stars. Huh. Declination 22. Need to column it.
Okay. And you give him back the book, you give him back the spyglass. He's happy. In the old days, you had to walk up and hit the book with a knife to vote on the quest. Nowadays, you just jump on board ship and go. Okay. Well, I'm gonna head back probably to Port Merrick real quick, just because then we can draw some stuff. Not gonna stay on here too much longer. Finish the Stars of a Thief. We're done with that one. This way, we go full circle, and with any luck, we'll end up spawning at Port Merrick again next time, because I like that one. It's a very nice island. Again, we run crosswind, but that's okay. And we'll do another tall tale another time. Oh, skelly ship. I don't want to run afoul of that thing. I think I'm going to go around her. We'll catch some wind here in a second. Just head north of that skelly ship. She's a patrol craft, not one that's going to attack unless I attack her or if I get too close. So I'm trying to avoid both. I understand the necessity of patrol crafts on this game. Although I think I would have gone for the Grand Maritime Union as the patrol crafts rather than skellies. You know, storyline wise. From a storyline perspective, I could see them being the patrollers of the Sea of Thieves. And then you have to deal with them as well as skellies on the ground. But the Union, as I'm calling it, is more for the outside world, not for in here. This is our pirate world. Am I even on course for Port Merrick? I mean, Maritime makes sense now, especially since we do have Port Merrick to work with. Southwest. That's kind of a major port. At least for this region. And it shows, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that even pirates know how to settle down once in a while. And keep our eye on that ship. Make sure it doesn't come after us. Or at the very least, get all this stuff sold and then go after them. Because sometimes it's fun to sink one of those. Sneak up behind it and just lay waste to them. Watch them spin in circles when they don't have a helmsman anymore. It's happened. Of course, I've also seen those skelly ships run off aground. And I mean hard aground. And you're sitting there looking at the bottom of their boat up on the land. Going, how'd they get the keel of that thing up there? Well, nonetheless, I sank it. Or rather, destroyed it, shall we say. Yeah, I had a friend with me that time, and we had some bombs with us, you know, the gunpowder barrels. You're too slow, fish. Not interested. Anyway, that galleon fell victim to, what was it, 8 of those gunpowder kegs? And we pulled it back into the water first, just to try and give them a fighting chance. And then said, Bluey. Ah, I messed up, missed the dock. Oh, life goes on. Oh, too far out in the ocean. Just far enough for Fishy to show up again. Oh, come on, boat. That way. No, no, the other that way. Come on. Like I said, we're going to keep our eye on that ship. This looks like she's building the ribs of a ship there. The dry dock. Interesting. In here. See?
Oh.
But our play session is just about over on here. We're gonna take and sell the boxes. And I'm not going fancy with it. I'll just sell them to the merchant. Ashen can't be sold here. Go away, fish. I'm not interested. And the sea monster comes around and attacks. Oh, the sea monster comes around and attacks. I'm not gonna play around. I'm out of here. Now, if it comes in any closer, I'll just use the cannons from the island. Let it attack an island. That's why we have cannons here. Protect poor America. This one has something in it. Oh, carafe. Okay. Since I have several chests I have to move. And the rotten fish is gone. Fine by me. I don't have to worry about it. Sorry, I'm half falling asleep at the moment. Don't know why. Had a decent night's sleep. Not great, but a decent night. I'm just not awake today. Let's get this taken care of. Okay, that gets all the treasure chests done.
Go on, surprise me.
She's got some things in here. If you're new to the game, you can actually pick up these letters of recommendation and increase your reputation by 1 level. And the only one I have left for that is Hunter's Call, and that's of course only available in higher seas, and it's got a check mark showing that.
Go wherever
Yeah.
the wind carries you.
Yeah. And then I have one thing left on that ship that I can think of, and I don't remember who I can take it to. I want to say it was Order of Souls, but I'm not certain. Of course, the boat moved. It can't stay where I put it. I didn't turn the wheel. something down here somewhere. Didn't I? Oh. You? Yep. And you only do that. You don't do anything else. I can't sell it back to you. There, have it on your toes. Toes you still have. Alright. I'm pretty well done with this one for now. I don't have any empty food crates or anything to sell. Or full food crates either. Food, cannonball, and wood you can put and store in individual crates of those types and sell them as a commodity, but, well, I don't have them that to give. So, I'm kind of done. I'm just gonna start off into the sunset, end the stream, and say goodbye. And we'll set up for another chat another day. Remember, if you're on the stream, to follow, and comment. When the day comes, subscribe. It'll come eventually. And then, of course, I also post these to YouTube, so like and subscribe there too. Just kind of a leisurely game. Nothing heavy on this one. I don't like to play PvP too much, so I try to avoid it as best I can. But other players love it, and they can have it. That's their business. And that's another shipwreck behind us. Well, that's their problem.